Covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Thank you so much for joining us here at your 5 News. I'm Tiffany Lee. Let's get you caught up on today's headlines. If you live in Rogers, a major construction project may cause changes in your morning commute this week. A portion of the promenade between Walnut Creek Boulevard and Oak Street will be closed starting today through Friday. The city of Rogers has been working on reconstructing many roads in the city as part of a 4-year study to lessen traffic and congestion for drivers. The Oak Street overpass is one of the latest additions that contractors are working on. Promenade Commons is an apartment complex right off of Oak Street. Resident Carol Eberhard says that the construction in the area is very inconvenient.
How are we going to get out Promenade if we want to go to the mall, if we want to go to New Hope? It's right here. Even if we want to go south on 49, we have to go around and go to Walnut and go that way, which is not that inconvenient, but everybody's going to be doing that.
The city says they are making efforts to place large signs in front of detours. They're doing this to help the surrounding areas transition smoothly during the construction process. And as we're now 3 weeks into the Israel-Palestine war, people gathered to hold a Palestine peace protest yesterday morning in Fayetteville. Members of the Arkansas Anti-War Alliance and the Omni Center met in front of the Washington County Courthouse. Founder of the Arkansas Anti-War Alliance, Abel Tomlinson, said the protesters had gathered to call for a ceasefire in the conflict.
Because this is a way to express a democratic opposition to the war, and we want the war to stop, and we want honest, sincere solutions, and we want peace.
Tomlinson said he believes the root cause of this war is the ethnic cleansing of Palestinians and that the fighting needs to come to an end immediately. Before we get to more news where you live, let's send it over to meteorologist Zach Scott for a look at the forecast.
Tiffany, yeah, the mild weather from this weekend continues for us as we roll into the work week. Upper 70s, low 80s, northwest Arkansas, more 80s into the River Valley like we saw. The scattered mid to higher level clouds through the weekend. We're going to see those continue into our Monday as well. We'll have plenty of clouds mixing in at times the next several days. Moisture's increasing, disturbances passing through, multiple rain chances starting today and lingering through the upcoming weekend. Again, first rain chance today. Can't rule out a stray shower afternoon, evening, northwest Arkansas. Again, it's mostly late afternoon, evening, south of I-40 is when we'll start to see our best chances for some scattered showers coming in down around LaFleur, Haskell, Latimer counties there in southeast Oklahoma. As we go overnight, disturbance lifting more north out of Texas into Oklahoma should develop more scattered showers across Oklahoma, and some of those going into western and northwestern Arkansas will bump up that rain chance, 30-40% chance. We have another big disturbance coming in as we go Wednesday, Thursday time frame, and then a stronger cold front coming in as we go Sunday into Monday. In between there, some isolated shower chances could add up for us over the next 7 days. Tiffany, 3 to 5 inches of rainfall. We'll keep you updated.
All right, thanks for that, Zach. Well, the city of Greenwood is working to bring a new inclusive playground to town. The efforts have been spearheaded by some local families and a group called Unlimited Play. As 5 News anchor Darren Bob explains, it's going to take at least $1 million for it to happen.
The project is in the planning stages right now. Greenwood Parks Director Casey Craig says it'll go in not far from Westwood Elementary School. He says when it's finished, it'll be a playground for all children.
Whether your child has some type of sensory issues, or cannot ambulate perfectly, or has issues ambulating, or is completely wheelchair bound, an inclusive park gives every child the opportunity to play. And one of the coolest things about these parks is that they get to play side by side with every child in the community.
Natalie McKay is the executive director of the group Unlimited Play. She says the park will have everything.
It includes pieces like accessible surfacing, so anybody using a mobility device can go about freely anywhere they want. Ramping from the bottom to the top, spinners to fit with the need that kids with autism have to be able to spin, and climbers to satisfy the same kind of sensory needs.
Craig says right now the city will cover only a small part of the total cost.
Our budget is going to cover a quarter of the project. Next week, I'll go to Little Rock and present for Arkansas State Parks and Tourism, and hopefully the state will help us out with some grant money. And then there's about to be a very large bootstrap campaign for some fundraising.
He says the playground would be the city's first.
This started as just another park inside of the city, and it's really turned into a passion project for us.
In Greenwood, covering news where you live, I'm Darren Bobb, 5 News.
Part of the fundraising will come in the form of public events like the Autumn Harvest Auction that's set for November 7th at Bell Park. Those are some of your top headlines on this Monday. We'll continue to follow the news all day long. You can catch up with us again this evening at 4, 5, and 6. I'm Tiffany Lee. Have a great day.